here? Why am I here today? I'm here to discuss basic psychological concepts and how that touches every area of your life. I'm basically a psychologist, and I love using the mind to help people figure out how to work life. And these are very basic concepts. And by the way, you're probably aware, a lot of the books that I'm using today are not new. They've been around for a long time. And what we're doing today is we're getting back to the basics. What's happening in our world? There's just too much happening. There's too much information out there. Let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to what works. I'm here today to help you identify 5, again, of secrets that I consider to be the secrets of life. And I'm going to be asking for the assistance of James Taylor, as you already noticed, in his song, The Secrets of Life. I'm hopefully here primarily to give you tools and techniques on how to live more effectively by incorporating all this information into your life. Now, the important thing about this process is I'm here to help you in business. But what I'm really here to help you is with yourself. Once you change in here, the world changes. Inside, out, okay? So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you all do this wonderful thing that I do with all my clients, every workshop, every presentation that I give. There's this simple little exercise called getting present. What a novel idea, huh? Getting present. And I do that, what I call breath work. And so I'm going to just ask that you all just get comfortable in your chair if you're not so already. Make sure that your feet are planted firmly into the ground, really connected to the ground. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you do 3 deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose, and then letting it all go out of your mouth. 3 deep, what I call conscious breaths. And I want you to focus on how the air feels coming into your body. Is it cool? Is it warm? How does it feel coming into your body? Deep breath in, and then 3 out. Okay? So please, if you so want to, close your eyes. And at your pace, do 3 deep, conscious breaths. Brought back to reality with the phone. Anyone feel any different right now than they did 5 seconds ago? Okay? Relaxed. What else? Centered. Okay. Sleepy. That's okay. That's okay. But you know what? You're sleepy and you're present. Okay? Why I have people do that is because we live so much in the future. We live so much in the past. And what breathwork does is it brings you right back to the present moment, where you can show up being just as you are. Right back to the present moment. Now, why is that? Am I just talking to this about all this woo-woo-y psychological, babble? No, this is very practical. When you do breathwork, it grounds you and centers you. So why? So you can then make decisions that are based more in reality. You're not coming as much from the emotional aspect. When can you use breathwork? All day long, right? Morning, noon, night. Now, I must tell you, I haven't always been as evolved as I am now. I used to rant and rave and like, come on, let's go. And what I now do is I use a red light, which once was a negative as a positive, and I do some breath work. It recenters me, it regrounds me. Then I open my eyes and I notice if there's a beautiful tree there, or I notice if there's a beautiful mountain. I live in Palm Springs, so when I ground it, I'm grateful because I can see the beauty of the world around me. I use it when the person in front of me at the grocery store line has 15 items in the 10-item line. I use my breath work, ground myself, center myself. Because I'm really upset, truly, because I'm in the future. I need to be there. I need to be there. So the breath work brings you back to the present moment. And truly, I believe that in the present moment, we are all cared for. In my book, The AAA for the Soul, I do say in the second chapter, which I feel is very important, it says, when we are in the present moment, we have everything we need, lack nothing, and have the experience that all is well in the present moment. So, I want you to use this as the first tool that I'm here to give you today, is use breath work. Now, life happens really quickly, I must say. How can we practically remember to breathe? Isn't that kind of weird to say that? How can we practically remember to breathe? Anyone have any ideas? Do it all the time. Okay, but how can you remember to do it all the time? Sorry? Make it a habit. How do you do that? Set an alarm, okay? Associate something, right? If you ever maybe take your morning medication, perhaps, breathe. The red light, write it down. These are all wonderful examples. Now, for my clients, what I did, I'm a big sticky note person. So I made little sticky pads for my clients so they can write breathe. I mean, I know it sounds really stupid, but it works. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it next to your computer. Put it next to your phone at the office. Put it in your car. Practical ways to remember to breathe. Also, for those of you type A personalities, and I know you're out there, who are attached to your Palm Pilots and your Blackberries, Outlook has this wonderful thing called a recurring event. Go in there 3 or 4 times throughout the day and put in breathe. You see, it takes 3 seconds, right? It's cheap, easy, and effective to bring you back to the present moment. Now, I love this story. One of my clients told me this. She was a principal of a high school. Type A, brilliant person. She did this. What happened after a week is that she was more in the habit of breathing 3 times a day. But the miraculous thing is that when she heard somebody else's alarm go off with the same tone, she was finding herself breathing. It was very Pavlovian, right? And she was thrilled about it because why? She was remembering to breathe, to come back to the present moment. And as I say here, why we want to do it, to have more peace, so we can be more grounded in our decisions. If you have a difficult call to return, do your breath work first, then make the call. Okay? And it comes with practice, practice, and practice. So, and this, by the way, is where I'm going to get a little bit into psychology. I'm going to leave it as such, but I need to do this. You can also use your body, what I call your body tempo, to know that you're not in the present moment. Use your body. And how do I know that? And what do I mean by that is, whenever our body tempo is in dis-ease, or whenever our body is not at peace, we're not present. Aside, of course, from the physical ailments that we all have when we get older, right? What happens oftentimes is that when our body is experiencing depression, it's because we're living in the past. We're focusing on a thing in the past that's not here anymore, and it's depressing us. Use your body. And that can be a pit in the stomach, right? or a heavy heart. We're living in the past. Anxiety and worry, guess where that lives? In the future. Butterflies, pit in the stomach yet again. It reminds you that you're living in the future. And again, use your body to now come back to the present moment using breath work. Got to tell you, if you get nothing out of today, I really encourage you to remember to come back to the present moment. Also, what I have my clients do is I have them write down and create what I call a What Disturbed Your Peace journal. What disturbed my peace throughout the day? And I have them write down everything on this journal. And why do you do this? Because those are the areas where your issues are coming up. And an issue that comes up is an identifying agent that you have an unresolved issue that needs to be addressed. And I'm here to tell you, your organizations are only as healthy as what? The people and leaders in it. So if you have leaders and managers who have a lot of stuff that need to deal with they're not dealing with, that's going to trickle down and affect everyone in your organization. So you might need to reach out to a consultant, a therapist, a coach to help you get through and identify what's at the core of those things that are bringing you dis-ease. And by the way, I do believe in the whole metaphysical world, and the word dis-ease, when you put it together, is disease. Just very interesting.